it mean to you to be able to come into this tournament and find some success here?
You know, the last couple of years, it really sucks leaving here with empty-handed, especially without like being the guy on top podium. But it just felt good that you know what I've been doing has paid off to a degree. I view myself as a guy who like lives clean, like does my best. I don't like I try not to like fall off like the wagon in the off season or whatnot, and so it feels good that it's moving in the right direction, and just that little hump. You never know which little hump can really get a guy going. So it's a good direction to be going.
Patrick, beginning of the season, you talked about how you stayed with Iowa over a lot of players leave the NIL and all that. You decided to stay with Iowa for a fifth year, and just to be able to actually accomplish something on the big stage in Iowa, in the black and gold. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot to me. I like I said, money it doesn't mean much. There's so many other things that mean so much more, and you can fucking work here. You can go get a job and just work. You're gonna have to work anyways afterwards, so I don't care. So it's what I committed to when I was just finished my sophomore year of high school. I committed to the program. I committed to myself, and I was in a freaking wrestle off spot against Terry's own blood, own son, and nothing about it was like I was getting wronged. It was always, he was hurt most of the year, yeah, and so like I was going no matter what. But like leading into it, it was never about like this guy's getting a nod because no, it's just the guy who was gonna win a wrestle off. It never did happen, but that guy was gonna go, and I guess it was me, and so I freaking took it and ran with it as best I could. But I freaking love competing in black and gold, and I love it.
You had a moment with Tom after you won in the blood round coming off the mat. Can you share what was said there?
I could. I mean, the last couple of years I was in his room late at night, and it just sucked. And so I was like, I'm not gonna be in the room tonight, man. I'm not being in the room tonight. And so that was just something quick, and those last 2 years of being in his room it just breaks my heart. And so it's good to be rolling.
You talked about Nelson there a little bit. What did he kind of mean to you this year? Kind of, he was injured, but you guys were able to raise each other's level. And how much did that help you this season? What did he kind of mean to you throughout his career?
Me and Nelson, he was when I would come down and train in the RTC area in high school, I would stay with him majority of the time, or just like he's still like, well, the 1 year he was still in high school, but he would he just wanted to be out of the house, so he'd stay with like Paul, Glenn, and Kemmer, or he would stay with Warner and them guys. But like when there's downtime between workouts, I was usually hanging out with Nelson, and so but like you go and you know that there's gonna be like maybe a wrestle off, and so it's not like there's never bad blood, but like you maybe they look at you like, hey, like we might have to like duke it out, but it was never ever bad blood. Like I love Nelson, and I'm pretty sure he loves me, and that's just it was good. It's great.
Patrick, you represented Team USA obviously in Albania over last summer, and obviously going to that tournament, did that help you in any way throughout this tournament? That grit and grind maybe.
Yeah, kind of like I said earlier, I'm a guy that I don't try to spiral out of control out of the season. So like I was gonna be training regardless, but it was nice to have like I'm not just training for like the season. Like there's something on the horizon, and I put my full attention in the freestyle, and it was great. I got a lot better over this season. I learned so much more. Like I got so good at I got a lot better at parterre, which really helped me just out here in folk style. And so competing in the world stage is awesome. Competing here is awesome. Competing anytime is awesome, but when you kind of like for me, like you could put the black and gold on, you get stars and bars on. So
is the open next for you? I mean, you think
no idea. No idea. Right now I'm focusing on this good interview, and I'm gonna go back to the hotel and see my parents, and it's a long season. I kind of been training since U23 trials last, what was that, June 1st. It's been a long good time.
I saw you when you came on the constellation bracket. I didn't see when the black eye came, but I just noticed you had one. How did that happen?
This happened probably the first 45 seconds of my first match. He faked, and I kind of went down. He cuffed me pretty good, and right away I got like tight as leather, and it was like I could like see it coming over, and even Tom said he could see I was seeing it.
Just
but
hit the one in the middle.
yeah. But I think in the next match, I got hit again. It kind of broke the sack, and so I've been feeling it down here too. It feels like a lot. Like I'm going like this, but it's just the black eye, so it's kind of funny.
One more year for you, right?
Yeah.
So how does a tournament like this kind of just roll you into the next year and having that momentum?
I don't think roll into it is a good way to put it. I think that you have to step away, get out of the mindset of it, and then I think naturally things that are really like on your soul or in your mind will come out. And it could be hiking a mountain, it could be going fishing, it could just be whatever, but then it's gonna be bam. It could be another little hump I'm over. So that's how I look at it, step away, and then the things that you really want to do and it's on your soul and whatnot, it'll come.
Those late nights in Tom's room the last couple of years, is there anything that's stuck with you that will stick with you for time?
Of course. I was probably in his room fucking over 2 hours those nights. And it was more than like wrestling. It was a lot of things. It could be from your family to what just comes out of your mouth a little bit, and not in a bad way or not in a good way, just what it is. And so there's a lot of life lessons that I think anybody, even outside of wrestling, I think that how would I put it? That's what I've been thinking. You could be born with no idea or no prior knowledge, and what I was being told is true. No matter what you think, you just know deep down it's true. And so those kind of conversations is why I don't leave, because those things are just true. The way Tom and Terry talk to you, Terry will not let you talk bad about yourself. He will come out you and grab you and say, that's not true. It's not, you can't talk like that, because what you say, even if you don't believe it, your mind thinks it. If you shake your head no about something, your mind's starting to think it, true or not. And so that's why a guy like me does not leave, because I don't want to go out there and hopefully I can get into another program that has those basics, because I love it. And so it's great. Freaking the black and gold, I love it.
Thanks, Patrick.